Hi my YouTube family, this is Melody from Home Garden and Fashion. I thank you so much for being here today. Today we're going to have a wonderful time together. Hi my YouTube family, I hope all of you are doing awesome. Merry Christmas everybody, now that Christmas in the corner. Today we're going to make zucchini fritters, and this is you can put in your Christmas table, one of the another item which could be used as appetizer or side dish. So I have 3 zucchinis and a nice clean cloth to just squeeze out all the water from the grated zucchini. Is a nice white potato, we're going to grate that. And I have an onion, I have to peel it and grate it. And I have some olive oil. We're going to use a little bit of olive oil to fry these fritters, but this is not going to be deep fried, just pan fried. Now I have some hot red chili cayenne pepper. I'm going to use that one. I'm going to use some black pepper, and going to use some salt. So we have to use a little bit of salt on the zucchini to draw out the water, about 3/4 teaspoon, 2 eggs, and going to use some all-purpose flour just to start with 1/4 cup, and then I'm going to later use a little bit more as I see how it is binding with each other. The flour is just a binding agent. So now I'm going to take my 3 zucchinis, and with the skin I'm going to grate them. So in my grater I'm going to use the larger holes to grate the zucchini. Now this is a really good side dish or the appetizer, and this doesn't have much oil. We're going to use very minimum oil and about 1 to 2 tablespoons of oil, and just to pan fry it and on a medium heat, and be very patient because we don't want to burn it. We just want to fry it nicely. So after I grate this zucchini, I'm gonna have to use a little bit of salt and mix it on the grated zucchini and set it aside for the water to drain out, and then I'll squeeze out all the excess water. What you can do that, grate the zucchini and then drain out squeeze out the excess water, and then add the salt and put it aside for any extra water hanging around will come out. So I got my cloth, is a clean cloth I'm using. You can use cheesecloth to squeeze out the water, and I'm going to lay down this cloth on a plate. You can do it in a bowl as well, and then I'm going to put my zucchini into the cloth. And this is a good time when you put all the zucchinis to squeeze out the water. That way you can drink this water or mix it to your curries and whatever you're cooking. Or if you're making a dough with the flour, you can use this water as salt. But initially take out the water, then add the salt, so that way you don't get all that salt. So now I'm going to add 3/4 teaspoon of salt. So it's 1 teaspoon of salt, so I divided it 1/4. I kept it for adding it to the batter, but we might need some more. So I'm going to mix the salt nicely, and then I will squeeze out as much water as I can, and then rest I will set it aside for releasing more water. So I'm just going to squeeze, and this is a good hand exercise to squeeze this water, And this zucchini with potatoes, you can make the fritters, or you can make the zucchini bread. And that's also pretty much same, you just make it like a bread, make it round and big, and make the batter a little bit loose to make bread. And we're going to add eggs so that will hold on to the batter in the pan, the egg and the all-purpose flour. So that's the whole purpose of adding the egg and the all-purpose flour, so the batter will hold shape. Otherwise the vegetable zucchini and potato, they are not going to be able to hold it together without any sticking agent. So I squeezed as much as I could, and I'm going to set it aside for more water to come out. And I'm going to grate my potatoes, so I'm going to grate it in the smaller hole. So I'm going to get, and this potato juice is awesome beauty product. So if you want to take out the potato juice, you can do that. Take another cheesecloth, spread the potato, grated potato in it, and then squeeze out the juice. And then instantly apply the juice to your face. This will make the skin brighter. And leave it on for 30 minutes and wash it off. So it's just off topic. This has nothing to do with zucchini fritters. I was just trying to put a good use for the potato juice, and I know it's a good beauty product. So yeah, or you can just leave the juice in the potato, and if your zucchini batter gets a little loose, you can add more the all-purpose flour, or you can add brown flour. This one will make it with all-purpose flour, so we'll just keep one thing going. This is almost done grating the potato, and I'm going to now get a bowl and incorporate everything what I have so far, which is grated potato. I have to crack the eggs in the bowl and grated onion, and then the grated zucchini, and then the 1/4 cup of all-purpose flour. We might need more if it's too runny. So I'm done grating my potato, and now I'm going to get a bowl and mix everything together. So here goes my potatoes, and I could have taken out the juice, but I'm just going to leave it and see. Now I'm going to grate the onion separately. That's going to make my eyes tear, so I'm going to go ahead and do the eggs first, and then I will add the onion separately. And I have to add the all-purpose flour to this one, all the spices. As I told you, you can add few bunches of fresh cilantro leaves chopped up, and I have added the onions. I grated the onion. Now as soon as we grate onion, our eyes get teared up, so I had to grate it separately. It's actually good for the eyes. You know, I have a teary eye with this onion, tears up the eye. And I'm going to add my 1/4 cup of all-purpose flour, and I might need to add more later, but I'll see how it goes. I'm going to add my 1/4 teaspoon of salt, might add some more later depending on after I check the taste. And I'm going to add 1 teaspoon of black pepper. So this is 1/4 teaspoon, so I'm going to use 4 times. So yeah, that makes it 1 teaspoon 4 times. and I'm going to use some red hot chili pepper. I'm going to use some later as well as I adjust the taste after I mix everything. So now I'm going to mix this, and I have to put the grated zucchini and roll it in together everything. So I got this grated zucchini. I think I'm going to have to squeeze out more water because I don't want to have to add too much of the flour. Then I'll taste more of the flour than the zucchini or the potatoes or the onions. So the best thing to do is make sure the zucchini is totally dried out. And as I told you, you can save this water in your fridge and later use it to roll out a dough for bread. You can just use it with some flour and has the zucchini water and salt, so it'll be very useful. So yeah, I'm going to mix it with my batter. Now it's really dried out. It came like that. These zucchini breads are so good. Fritters or bread. I'm going to show you one day zucchini bread. It came out so good. I have done so many recipes lately. And Christmas time, you need to do a few recipes to put in your Christmas table. So yeah, when I get a chance, I'm going to share with you. I made a cake, and this cake was really awesome. So this is a carrot cake, and this carrot cake turned out so good. I decided to share the recipe, and this was very soft, tasty, fluffy, scrumptious, so nice. So now I mixed it in with it, and now I'm going to go and start frying this because you don't want to let it sit or it's going to start releasing water and the batter will become liquidy. So heat up about 1 to 2 tablespoons of oil, olive oil or any other oil, and then pan fry them in medium heat. So don't put too many, depending on your pan, put 2 or 3. If they're crowded, they won't come up, and you have to be patient. In medium heat, cook slowly. You don't want to burn them. If you put high heat, they'll get burned. So as they have little bit of all-purpose flour and egg, that's their binding agent they will bind. So I just 3 for this pan. I'm not too worried about the shape, but if you care too much about the shape, you can give them perfect shape. You want to give them perfect shape, use ice cream scooper and scoop it out and then drop it, and they'll be perfect round shape. Something like that. At least anything that will come out in a round shape, and then you can use it. Oh, it's not broken. So be very careful. Very gentle with your fingers because they will break. So once cooked in low heat and for a long time, they turn out very crispy and crunchy and soft from inside, because these are actually soft for inside, because inside has potatoes and the zucchini, so they're gonna be soft. So if you leave it in low heat, the outside will become crispier, and that's what you want, outside crispy, inside soft. And they're very tasty, and you can. Hi, thank you so much for being here today. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, comment and share this video. Thank you. May God bless you all.